What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another episode of Grey Man Operations. Today is a very popular video. I'm going to be talking about my EDC, my Everyday Carry Gear review. Before we flip the screen and I show you all the gear I carry, there's a couple of things I want to point out. Guys, remember first and foremostly, I subscribe to the 80-80 rule. What that means is I consider my EDC to be gear that I carry 80% of the day for 80% of my days. So if it's something that generally finds its way into my pocket like once every month, that's not part of my EDC. I'm going to be giving away a Holosun 407K to one of my patrons in this video. I've just spoken to the guys from CHS Guns who are kindly helping us out with this giveaway. Literally just chatting to Aziza, who is the main person in charge there, and we're going to do this like every second month. I was thinking of doing it every month, but then I was like, yeah, but the patron who wins it is not going to want another 407K. So next month we're going to flip it up, and in the month after that we are going to give away another 407K. So that's going to be like an ongoing thing until we either improve the red dot or find something that you guys want more. If you want to become a patron, it's the first link in the description below if you're watching on YouTube, and if you're watching on Facebook or Instagram, it is the first comment. Also, guys, at the end of the video I'm going to do a pocket dump. I'm going to show you how I carry all the gear I've told you I've carried. I wear only Urban Warrior clothing. All those videos you see me in shooting, it's all Urban Warrior. They're on my website, www.greymanooperations.com. Let's flip the view and take a look at the gear. Okay, guys, so first thing I want to talk about, left rear pocket of my Urban Warrior pants is my Leatherman Scally tool. This tool was pretty much a game changer for me for Leatherman. It has everything you need and nothing you don't. You've got your pliers and wire cutters there. You've got a bit fitting right there, and then you got a Phillips or star screwdriver bit, and then you also have in the side here a flathead bit, which is more than sufficient. I use this a ton because I'm always fiddling around with holsters, adjusting clip heights and things like that. And then you've got a fairly decent blade. I went with the less expensive one because it comes with a blade that has a serrated edge, because that's just really useful for cutting difficult things like PVC piping and things like that. So having that on there is pretty cool. And then obviously you've got a bottle opener and a carabiner style setup there. It's quite slim, light, and most importantly has a pocket clip. So that's one of my more used items. The second most used item in my EDC, which is in my left front pocket, is my Cloud Defensive MCH Mission Configurable Handheld. I've got the EDC head, which is slightly less candela, slightly more lumens, and slightly warmer, which I do particularly enjoy, especially for utilitarian tasks. Cloud Defensive make pretty much indestructible handheld flashlights. They've also got these negligent discharge protector caps. The button is extremely tactile. You can really control this one mode. Really good output, really comfortable in the hand, easy to put in the pocket, and it lasts really long. It's not one of those lights where you put it on and after like 10 seconds it's gone down by 300 or 400 lumens. You get max output for quite a while. Then I've also got the Theorem switchback on here. This is the Sage Dynamics OD green version. It sort of sits in my pocket like this, and all I do is when I want to go for it, just reach my hand in and there you go. For me, the advantages of the Theorem setup far outweigh any disadvantages, especially when it comes to single hand manipulations when using a firearm. So good deal. This is available from SA Tactical Institute here in South Africa. Then probably the most used item in my EDC is, I recently got this. It's the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. I'll be honest, if you can afford this, it's quite a pricey phone, I'm not going to lie, but if you can afford this, it's a really, really good phone. The cameras on this sucker are absolutely ridiculous. Pretty much all my Instagram pics are using the S23 Ultra's cameras. Very, very cool phone. Very pleased with this phone. I'm not a big phone guy, but this is a really cool phone. Okay, and then on to the meat and potatoes of what we are all here for. I carry this ammo, Winchester Ranger 127 grain plus P. You decide what ammo you want to carry. I'm not going to be too fussed about that. 90% of the time, I'm running a Southwest holster. I have been trying out new holsters recently, but I've got to be honest, the holster I run most of the time are Southwest holsters. I'm going to talk to you about other holsters in this video for other weapon lights. Let me take you through the Firearm because it is not stock. So as you can see, we are empty and safe. On the top, we have the microwave oven, the Aimpoint Acro. This is the C2 variant because I don't think we get the P2 in South Africa. The only difference between the C2 and the P2 is that the C2 can only go 5 meters underwater and the P2 something like 25 meters, something stupid like that. That's the only difference I've been able to find. Sights, I have suppressite sights. These are custom made by Jonker and Sons here in Cape Town. So you can get a proper solid co-witness. Let's just see if I can get that to give a bit of focus. It's not doing its job. But so as you can see, my co-witness there is solid. The slide work, we've got a basket weave texturing on the front for manipulations on the front. We've also got, I think it's 11 front slide serrations on either side for press checking or whatever the case may be. We've got a 45-degree slide cut on either side. Obviously just lightens the slide a bit, helps with recoil. And then I had my Glock mold for the MOS plates, but I'm currently using the actual standard Aimpoint Acro plate, which is good deal. On the front, Surefire X300, Streamlight TLR1HL, Inforce Wild 2, whatever you want to run. We've got an extended slide release basket weave stipple on the frame. We've got TR1 trigger upgrade. Really nice trigger as well as springs and polished connector. Very nice trigger. Quite like it. I've got thousands of rounds through this trigger and haven't had a single hitch. And then I've got an extended mag release, TR1 aluminum extended mag release, and then a Magpool GL enhanced magwell, as well as double trigger guard undercuts. 99% of the work, the aftermarket work on this Firearm is SA laser engraving. The sights are Jonker and Sons. Pretty much everything else is done in South Africa by SA laser engraving. And then as I said, the holster I run most of the time is a Southwest Holsters Rattler. I do want to add, if you want to run the Inforce Wild 2, the guys at Alpha Tactics make a really cool Inforce Wild 2 holster. I think they're pretty much the only ones in South Africa right now who make a dedicated Inforce Wild 2. You're going to have to send them your Wild, but I have been wearing this for the last few days and it does run, so they can do it. And then my other favorite light, if you want to run the Streamlight TLR1HL, I'd recommend you go for the Shinobi Kai's Katana 2.0. They make a really, really good Streamlight holster. So I'm happy with any one of these lights. So if you go Streamlight, if you go Surefire, if you go Inforce, those are the holsters you want to check out. Belt-wise, it's got to be Core Essentials, right? So Core Essentials make, in my opinion, the best EDC belts. As you can see, they've got this ratchet system. So you ratchet it down, and then let me just show you that on the inside. You press that, and it can infinitely adjust to as far as that ratchet track. So that works really cool. Top tip, if you are going to run one of these belts, set it up to where it's perfect, and then just take like a paint pen and just witness mark that, so that you always know where your belt was when it was perfect, because you can sometimes over tighten or under tighten because of this track. I mean, you never know exactly which one you were on the last time. So top tip, just do that and you'll basically get your perfect belt set up every time. In my right front pocket, I run the Open 2. Very fidgety little pen, but it's always good to have a pen with you to sign a receipt or whatever the case may be. I like this because it's quite substantial, can be used as an impact tool if you want to. I don't particularly use it that way, but there you go. So just a relatively inexpensive writing utensil. I don't really use this for my personal writing that much because the S23 Ultra comes with this very cool situation where you can just make notes as easy as that. So for my personal notes, I don't really use this O pen, but it's generally when I need to sign a receipt or something like that, that I'd rather sign with my pen than a pen that's been handled by who knows how many people. Knife-wise, the Benchmade Griptilian with snaggletooth pocket opening assist. Guys, I'm not a knife connoisseur. I really beat the shit out of knives. Okay, so I know this knife is not like the world's best knife, but I've never sharpened it. Still sharp, still quite sharp. I open packages. I've made fire with this knife. I don't treat it with any respect. Okay, and I also can't handle knives that you have to treat with a degree of respect because it costs like 7, 8, 9,000 rand. This is like a 1,500 rand knife. It's good enough that I can do what I want with it, but it's not so expensive that I have to treat it like it's a piece of jewelry. Wallet-wise, Strauss & Co. Crewman, I really like this wallet. It's very easy, very slim to carry, and it holds quite a lot of cards. What is it, I've got 7 cards in here now, plus some cash that you can hold in there. Just a really nice, classy looking minimalist wallet that when you take it out of your pocket, it's got that leather classy look to it that I really like, and it doesn't bulge out that much. So it's a nice combination between minimalism and classiness. And then lastly, something that I'm still busy testing, I know I've been testing it for quite a while, is the new knife that I designed. Come on, focus. The Greyman Operations new knife. I'm calling it the Talon for obvious reasons. I would say I'm 99% happy with it. I've been EDCing it quite silently. Yes, I do test my gear just as much as I test other people's gear to ensure that it's up to the standard. And thus far, I'm quite happy with the sharpness and the survivability of this knife, as well as the EDC ability of it. So this will probably be going on sale soon. It'll probably be between 1,500 and 2,000 bucks. I will be taking pre-orders. Obviously, Patreons are going to get first dibs on this. So hopefully I'll get this out to you guys soon. And then just one other thing that is extra that I've just got. I can't really say it's part of my EDC because I've only just got it, is these EDC tourniquets from Snakestaff Systems. Look at how small this is. Like, it's pretty much smaller than a mag. Right, so guys, there's really no reason not to carry a tourniquet, especially when they come in this profile or size format. So I'm going to try to get these on my website so I can sell it to you guys. But these are really cool. You also get a slightly thicker one. This is the like the mini, and this is the standard. But infinitely EDCable, really cool tourniquet. And then backpack wise, guys, I run the Nightcore BP23. This is a very cool backpack. I've given 3 of these away already this month, and I'm going to continue to give more away on Patreon, so join up. Anything that I don't have on my person, I will generally have in my backpack. Let's switch the view, give away a Hollow Sun, and then I'll do the pocket dump and we can end off. Okay guys, so here we are with our list of active patrons. As you can see, there is 108 of you guys. I really appreciate it. Those of you who follow my channel know how this works. I'm going to copy the names into our name randomizer. Paste that. And we are going to randomize the order of those names, and there are 108 names. That's a good deal. Then I'm going to take the numbers corresponding to those names, and I'm going to copy that into our random wheel of names. Put that there. Paste. There should be 108, and there is 108 entries. I'm going to shuffle it and click to spin. And basically the winner of this is going to win that Hollow Sun 47K. Well, the first Hollow Sun 47K that I give away. Obviously, I'm going to be giving away So the winner is number 75. If we go to our name randomizer, number 75 is going to be someone called Bruce. So Bruce, well done to you. You have won the Holosun 47K. I'll make contact with you on Patreon and get that to you ASAP. Remember guys, I am going to be giving away more. This is the first of many. Let's switch the view and we can end off. So well done to that Patreon winner. I will reach out to you on Patreon and get your details and get that 47K off to you. How cool are these? How cool are these Snake Staff EDC tourniquets? I think these are going to be absolute game changers in the EDC community. Guys, let's do the pocket dump and we can end off. So, as mentioned, Urban Warrior all around, general t-shirt, recon pants. Urban Warrior are great stuff. Sorry about the sound changing. In my left rear pocket, as you can see, there's like a little utility pocket here. I carry my Leatherman Scully tool. In my left pocket, these pockets are nice and straight and deep. I have my Cloud Defensive MCH with Therum switchback. In the cell phone pocket, I have my cell phone, belt, core essentials. I am carrying my knife that I'm still testing. As soon as this thing is up and running, guys, I will get it out to you. As you can see, right, conceals very nicely, and you can carry it in sort of the appendix position, which is very important to me. Holster and firearm, Southwest holsters, Glock 19, Aimpoint Acro, TR1 trigger upgrade, Surefire X300, and all those fun things. In the wallet pocket, which is a front zipped pocket, I have my Strauss & Co. Crewman, which is on my website, and then an Open 2 pen and Benchmade Griptilian with Snaggletooth assisted pocket opener. Guys, reviews coming up. We're going to be talking about Alpha Tactics holster. Can you guys see my logo is in there? Very, very cool. Getting a few more from him, so we're going to be doing some cool reviews of Alpha Tactics. Well done to the Patreon winner. If you are Patreon, don't worry, the prizes only get better. I'm going to keep bringing you guys the best possible gear I can bring you. That is it, guys. I'll see you in the week or on the weekend for another review. Have a good week. Be safe, train hard. Cheers. God bless.